Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah. Shit, dude. New year, bro.
I, new hat. That's a sharp hat.
Why, thank you.
And you just got all the nicest hats.
Bro, honestly, I think it's starting to drive my wife a little crazy because I just have a million of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I feel like every guy's got to have one little, I wouldn't even say obsession, but like something that you end up collecting or doing. And like, dude, at one point, I was ridiculous. I think I probably had, I don't know, like 100 different hats at one point.
I have. I don't wear hats.
Yeah, very often.
Jen recently told me she was more attracted to me in a hat.
Oh, well, there you go. You're like, well, I guess I'm going to start wearing
I
hats.
almost thought about wearing my olive hat today since I'm dressed as an olive.
Well, dude, yeah, that would have made sense.
It would have, but I was a little tired when I left. I had my olive uh,
Could have
Air
also went
Air
Army
Maxes.
Commando. You know what I'm saying?
I thought about that when I
With
looked in the
the-
mirror with the boots. I was like, man, people are gonna think I'm, I'm I can't even think of what the word is that I wanted to use. Front.
yeah, going on the front line of the military there. Well, he would look like Canadian military, maybe.
Yeah, that American military is
Oh,
doing
bro.
some things.
Gotta say, dude, didn't think that was gonna be the first thing we were gonna talk about, but at the same time, how hilarious is that shit, dude? Like, I gotta say, now this may be something that might not be popular or whatever, but dude, I don't know. To me, I don't think there's a president or a prime minister or anybody that runs a country that does anything great all the time. But dude, I respect the hell out of somebody who does what they say they're gonna do and just fearlessly go after it.
Mm.
Bro, I don't know if there's another president that's that ridiculous that's like, kind of casually been thrown out there like, hey, we're going to just keep blowing up ships in Venezuela. We're just going to keep blowing up your drug boats. And if you don't stop, we're going to come get you. And
I
then
mean,
literally, bro, to like be like, hey, let's throw a full military strike. And not only was it like hilarious at the fact of like, I can only imagine as Venezuelan people that you're like that. I always feel horrible for like innocent people where you just wake up one morning and there's bombings and shit going on. You're like, the hell? But dude, to go in like a ninja and just not only start bombing the shit out of them, but snipe the president and get him
did you see his?
already on a plane,
Did you see his pictures?
bro.
He did not give a fuck.
No,
He just gave him thumbs up. He didn't give a shit. The what is there? 25, 30 million Venezuelans. Ain't none of them happy about this either.
no.
And I mean, at the
The
end of the day, we know he's just going after their oil. They got 17% of their oil is in that country.
you know that
There's some shady deals that were
there's
made with
always
some rich.
shady deals, man, and like that's the thing that kills me is like so, and this is why this kind of stuff gets me is that like so kind of like I've said before in podcasts or whatever that to me politics are one of the funniest things because I truly do not even get as human beings why we still fight over land, do all that, fight over borders, all of that. I get it. It's just because we're greedy and we want to own shit.
Oh, greed.
But dude, the fact that like anybody in modern day thinks that like history isn't going to repeat itself. There's always one country that just wants to plan everything and then take shit over. And then eventually another one comes in and does the same thing. And
It'd
it
be
sort of
very interesting
happens.
to see the how this gets handled out because I mean
Well,
we're 2 days later, but like
the
I don't
crazy
I don't know nothing about politics. I just personally think he's a cum dumpster.
well, this is the thing. I'll be honest with you, dude. I have the opposite feeling.
Oh, I know that's
Yeah, like, but not on all things. Don't get me wrong, dude. Like, do I think?
I would never.
Like, do I
He
think?
touches little girls.
Well, this is the thing, bro. Do I think personally? Do I think he touched little girls? Probably not.
Really?
Do I think he was in a place where there was touching girls going on? Fuck yeah. Do I think like he did? Like necessarily underage girls?
Under 18, you don't think so?
I don't know.
I definitely do.
See, I don't know.
It's
But
very
it's
difficult to
possible.
listen to everything that he said and then see all the pictures. There is no proof, but like, I mean,
No, yeah,
the
no, and I get
process of
that.
elimination doesn't make you.
No,
It's
yeah.
not genius work here. It's just, well, you're a cringe dude.
Oh no, and it's
You're a
possible.
gross human.
But this is the thing, man, is like I don't know that he's necessarily a gross human. The reason I say that is like if you took snippets of all the most fucked up things that I've said,
Mm-hmm.
dude, even if you took all the snippets of things that I've said in these few episodes of this podcast,
Exactly.
and then you literally just line up all of the hits of all of the messed up things I've done.
Yeah.
And then if you were able to say find footage of things that I've done in the past,
Sure.
you could frame me pretty easily into any way. The only reason
But-
I say,
And like I said when you said this the first time,
yeah,
your intention is always to be funny.
oh
He
yeah.
doesn't have an intention to be funny.
See, I
No.
feel like some of it does, but I feel like he's also one of those guys that it doesn't come across right. Because, dude, some of the shit he does is pretty fucking funny to me. Like, bro, to literally brag yesterday in the press conference when they were talking about the invasion
Yeah.
and taking it, to say that there hasn't been, like, I'm not going to quote it perfectly, but when he said that there hasn't been an invasion that well
That's
since
what it
World
is.
War II, talking about how it was a beautiful invasion. Just,
There's no one more full of themselves than Donald Trump.
yeah, but dude, that I
It-
feel
it
like
is
if you're
funny
gonna
how
just
full of
go
himself
into
he
a
is.
country, snipe somebody's
What-
president, and
what
then
happens
also
with
say that we're
Congress?
gonna. So the funny part is like,
I don't know politics.
well, it's
That's
pretty
why I
easy.
can't give an opinion because I don't know. I can have an opinion about how
He's
I feel
supposed
about
to.
some
So
people.
the thing that's weird is like with the U.S. politics is like, yeah, he's supposed to get Congress and everybody to vote on whether you're going to go to war or any of those sorts of things. But yet, as a president, dude, you can veto anything you feel like,
Mm.
and you can also, if he wanted to, like he did, you can just go do it and then deal with the consequences after
Mm-hmm.
for all the things that he's
Just
already
that's all he
scapegoated
does.
past and that he's already weaseled his way
I
out
mean,
of.
he's the only person. What has he got? 34.
Oh, dude, the
and
amount
he gets
of
to come back.
yeah, but that's the
I mean,
hilarious thing, dude.
That's the thing with having money, man.
Yeah, that's
You can do
exactly
whatever-
it.
You can touch little kids if you like.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you shouldn't, but yeah, that's. But dude, the thing that's
him and his buddies.
well, and see, this is the thing that's crazy, dude. To where like I don't know.
I mean,
Like in
even
the-
when he said he didn't know Epstein, and then there's like all these pictures, just everything you think about. Why would you lie about that? Why would you lie that you're? Why would you lie about this? There's so
Yeah.
many stupid little lies that if you were telling the truth, you'd just jump out in front. Yeah, we hung out, we did this, we did that. Wouldn't say, oh, it's a hoax, it's a this.
See, I think
it's-
a lot of that too, when he's like not being straightforward about it, is the same reason why no one is because there's way more into the whole Epstein deal.
100%.
But I
Just
mean-
say, hey, listen, yeah, if he is indeed,
See,
if he
dude,
is indeed not
Nope.
touch kids,
if you
which
want
we
my
don't
honest
think that.
opinion on that whole thing, dude, I feel like the entire deal with Epstein is that Epstein worked for Mossad. Epstein was part of like Israel intelligence to literally
Now
set
you're
up
going
shit to
fucking
frame
deep.
everyone. Yeah, but bro, this is the other part that's hilarious is if you really pay attention to any conspiracy theories, there's literally been in the last 2 weeks a whole bunch of random pictures that, well, and by a whole bunch I mean like 5
Yeah.
of like sightings of Epstein just hanging out in Israel right now, alive. And like the thing that's funny is that Israel has no extradition.
Yeah.
Israel is one place that like, well, if you want to literally be able to hide somebody like that, I don't know, start a
Send
war,
him there.
start a war, do whatever you feel
That's
like.
funny.
Put them in the one place that nobody's
It's-
going to go to, and where all the media is owned by one
It
fucking
is
place.
funny how one dude, like, and I mean, I've got many friends who ride that dick, and it always cracks me up as Canadians how much we pay attention to what he is doing.
You know, the only reason why I do, bro, is that all Canadians are morons at the fact that if you do not pay attention to the fact of what just happened in a swift, easy move to Venezuela, that you don't think that's going to happen here.
It
And
would be
this is the
interesting.
thing. As I'll tell you right now, bro, is like the thing that gets me. It would be fucking easier to take Canada than it was to go to Venezuela. The reason I say that is in the same move of how he took the president and everything is the follow up part of that they said that literally the US will continue to run Venezuela until
They
they can set up a proper election to get an official in there. Oh, okay, sounds good. So for the next few years, they're just
down.
going to run the shit out of that.
Well, it's
But
oil.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
It's only the oil.
No, it's not
And
only. It's
the
drugs
guy
too.
that, or the woman that, who was it that went to get her Nobel Peace Prize, and she like dedicated it to Donald
Oh, dude. Well,
from
this.
Venezuela,
Yeah,
and she's like, "Oh, this is fucking mental."
but dude, this is the thing that's crazy to me, man. Is that like for all that there is in Canada, everything that we have for natural resources, everything like that, we have nowhere near a military big enough to ever be able to defend anywhere across Canada if
Mm,
anything happened. Don't get me wrong. We have a military, sure, and I'm not shitting on Canadian military. I have friends that have been in the military and family that have served the military. And like to me, dude, if you were willing to go into the military, dude, I have all the respect in the world for you, man. That you're
hmm
willing to put your life on the line to protect people you don't even know.
How big's Canada? How many people?
Anymore, dude, like, you couldn't even take a real guess because think of how many people live here illegally, dude.
What is a close number though?
Don't
Do you
even
even know? Like,
don't even
is it
know.
anywhere near the size of?
No, hell no, dude. Like we're nowhere near even the size of population of like even a couple of states
I
altogether.
was gonna say we're very,
Because there's hundreds of millions of people in the U.S. There's nowhere near that many people here.
yeah,
But the thing is like our no matter what, Canada is so broad,
yeah. I was
and
gonna say
like
we just
anywhere
have
that you wanted
space.
to take, you could. And the thing is that at the end of the day, for this is as simple as I could put it, man. Is like for people who were pissed off in Canada for so long about the way that you know the way immigration, all those sorts of things are.
Mm-hmm.
For years, dude, like I'm talking multiple years, there were sections that you could just walk into Quebec as a Somali refugee.
Mm-hmm.
Why there's so many of them here?
Yeah,
They could just walk across the border.
I
You
didn't
could
know that.
simply walk. Dude, there are so many border crossings into Canada where there's nothing. You can walk. I've done it. You can walk in between the states, Canada. There's massive parts of our border that are wide open.
Mm,
You can just simply walk across, and you're now in Canada. You're
yeah,
now in the states. It's crazy.
yeah. Wow.
But the thing is like to me, as somebody who doesn't really give a shit, and I think it's all bullshit in the long run, who cares? But the thing is the fact that like for Trump on a whim to decide to just take Venezuela and do it that cockily and just be like, I'm doing it, and
Yeah, I don't think
nobody
it was
is
on a
going to do
whim.
anything.
It was kind of noticeable, like he's been
Yeah,
talking about.
but that's the thing though. When I say on a whim, is for the fact that like, okay, so
Just
I
woke up
get, and dude, this
2026.
is the thing that's crazy is that as much as people get pissed off at the things he does, like it was funny, but like, dude, I even saw on Rogan the other day, he was talking about the fact and brought up of like overdoses in the US have almost cut in half since Trump started fighting back
Mm,
against all like with deportation, with everything else. And then, dude, when you think about the fact that now with Venezuela and shit, the drugs is an easy way to kind of say you're going to do that. Well, dude, it's the same way that they've been saying, that he's been saying forever, that fentanyl and stuff like that's been coming over the Canadian border, which it does.
mm,
And like anybody that says that the Canadian border isn't where a lot of drugs pass through into the States is an idiot.
Mm.
Complete idiot.
Yeah.
And know literally nothing about the drug trade or anything. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a drug expert. Just, over my years, I've ran into quite a few people that were.
No, yeah.
And
I mean, it crosses both ways.
no, it does.
No,
It crosses both ways either way. But that's the thing, is that our border is so loose.
it's
And the fact that, like, literally, dude, if he decided to, he could do it in the same manner.
yeah.
Because, dude, think about us, the fact that, like, Canadians, like, on New Year's, everyone was all up in arms in Toronto about, the Free Palestine protests and stuff
Mm.
that, like, ruin Toronto's, like, holiday shit. That basically it's like, instead of being able to just go out and enjoy yourself, you're distracted by people with a Palestinian flag. Well, the thing that's crazy is that if that's what we're paying attention to, when there's,
I had no idea.
yeah, oh yeah, dude, yeah, there's
I just don't pay attention to any of that. I just play stupid and
yeah, dude,
I really don't give a shit anymore.
see the thing that
It's
makes
all wild.
Well, it is. And that's the thing that makes me laugh, dude, is it is all wild, dude. It's all wild in the fact that, like, so if you pay attention to it, it can absorb you if you really care.
That's what I don't want. I don't want
Yeah.
to.
But, dude, I'll never let it
I've
absorb me, because I
watched
realize.
my friends go down this weird trail, and now it's like,
See, but this is the thing to me, dude, is like, if you pay attention to politics and you pay attention to the way the things really are, and that there's no. So it's like I was saying with, like, the Trump and Epstein stuff and everything, is like, dude, there's 110% chance that you're 100% right. He could have done some shit with underage girls, but there's also a good chance
I'm sure there's a way for what I said. I should have said the chances are it's
no, yeah, bro. There's chances on all of it that it could go either way.
Yeah.
The thing that's nuts is that there's always a bigger play. There's always a gray area that you're not seeing, because there's some other play in the background.
I'm always thinking about, why are they distracting this to do here? I'm always wondering what that part is.
See, and I feel like a lot of it, dude, kind of plays in both hands. So, like, the reason I was saying about the Epstein thing, about, even truthfully, dude, about Epstein, could possibly still be alive, is that when you look at all of the hilariousness about the way that he was, committed suicide in prison, the whole setup is one of the most ridiculous things that you'll ever hear in your life. When you really sit back and look at all of it. When you
said it, I giggled 3 times. So, like,
because none of it makes any damn sense.
So, like,
yeah, but the thing that's crazy to me is, dude, so, now, if you need another distraction so that people stop paying attention to all of what's going on in Israel and Palestine, like, that hasn't stopped. Nothing stops.
Yeah.
Continues. But, just look over at this part now. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to mess up over here so that people stop paying attention.
The world is permanent.
Yeah, bro. It's the same way that, like, I don't know, Ukraine and Russia's still going on, bro. They're still the same shit, except it's not in the news anymore, because no one's paying attention to that now, because it's not trendy to care anymore about Ukraine or Russians. It's the same stupid shit. To me,
that's where my cane came from. That's how I supported the Ukraine-Russian war.
Bro, the thing that's crazy to me is that if we all just realize that people are people, and that there's a lot of people that are amazing. There's a lot of people who are there to help each other out and love each other regardless of race, creed, faith, anything. Mm-hmm. And then there's a handful of people that are out there just to fuck everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that are just out there to kind of take over and do what they want. If you just realize that about life and pay enough attention to know that you can either be the person who gets taken advantage of or the person who lives outside of all of that, life is so much easier and so much better. Like, I gotta tell you, bro, the only thing I'd be concerned about if the States ever tried to take Canada is just the fact of innocent people getting hurt.
100%.
Because it's like, you got to worry about your family, your kids, all that kind of stuff. But to me, having like a full regime change where all of a sudden we're kind of American, thank you. Like, I'd be down for that.
Oof.
I don't care how cringy that sounds, because the Canada that we grew up with doesn't exist anymore. So, like, to me, the thing that's crazy is, like, even when, bro, even in think about it. Truthfully, when has Canada been that amazing
Mm.
for in our lifetime? The thing
I
that
mean,
sucks is
where
all
have
the
you
things
lived
that.
otherwise to get a kind of a? Have you went and lived in a third world country and got a feeling of what it's like to talk that shit before
No,
we?
I've traveled a bunch though, and this is the
But
thing is I don't
living,
mean like as far as so this is what I'm saying is like I'm not downplaying the benefits we have here
mhm,
or any of those things. What I'm talking about is where the Canadian pride comes from to where people are just like Canada's the best, or is it just where you were born? And the
oh,
reason I
that makes
say
sense.
that is because like yeah, sure. Our so coming here where you can get medical attention where
I mean, the
in other
medical's not that
countries
great.
no, but versus where you don't have any,
Sure,
fuck yeah, it's great.
sure.
The fact that there's food on the shelves, sure, it's
We
more
got it pretty
expensive than
easy,
any
but
other fucking country right now,
yeah,
period, which is fuck you,
yeah,
which is fantastic,
yeah.
but there's still food. So it's like no matter what, there's always an up or a downside to anything.
I was gonna say it's pretty
And
pretty
like,
easy. I mean, I
no, it is, but that's
I'm
what I'm
able to
saying
live
is like,
every day. I could live singly. I could live in a household family home, and
oh yeah.
everything's. I don't know. I ain't got much to complain about. I get to be alive
See, that's the
still.
funny thing, dude. I'm not complaining about being Canadian. I'm saying the fact that like
It could be so much worse
no, it could be. And
that
the thing
everybody
is
that
like,
says all this, like I love you. I've got all the respect in the world
oh
for
yeah, bro.
whatever we have in between. I don't. It would never change the way I think about anything. But like the to we got it so easy.
No, I agree.
It's
No, we do.
like
Comparatively to most countries in the world, we
yeah,
do. See, the thing is that to me, dude, when you get outside of North America, you realize that this is not the real world. Like the way that Canada and the US functions is not
yeah. It's
how
fucking.
anyone else is. And that's the part that's
We're just
frustrating to
spoiled
me.
brats.
Yeah, that's the part
That's
that's frustrating
everybody
to me.
around here, man.
Truthfully, bro, if I had the option, I would much rather live in a country where it's simpler.
Yeah.
And why I say that is like, I'm okay with struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I really am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with struggle if it means that it's a better place to where you're not always having to deal with the same stupid things.
Yeah.
Like, we're lucky that we live in a small town
Mm-hmm.
so that we don't, especially, dude, me living where I am out here,
Yeah.
shit, bro, I got like max 100 neighbors.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So where I maybe will bump into a couple of them in a day,
Yeah.
and I could choose to go talk to them or not, but they're not going to affect my life if I don't want them to.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like if you lived in a metropolitan area, like you live say downtown Toronto,
Yeah.
it's totally different thing.
Wildly.
You know what I mean? Wildly different. So I think for us, it's way different living here. But I'm saying just overall, man, as far as like where all the crazy pride of
Mm.
any of that crap comes from. Because to think that we're any different than the way the states are, like we're really not. We're just like the moron little
Everybody.
brother.
It's everybody's moving the same.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm
I just
saying.
that's what I don't get. Like
I feel like we're gonna be Venezuelan part two, and maybe by 2028,
I don't
maybe.
reckon.
I feel like we will be, brother.
I'd be willing to put my what I got in the bank on it now.
Well, when I say that, I mean it in like depends on how the next couple of years really go. But unfortunately, man,
I did.
unless we
I,
get any real
I
changes
didn't
here,
vote Carney, but the guy is fucking 10 times 100%. He's
oh,
just got
that guy's just a big fucking
everybody's
retard.
got their opinion of him, but everybody's so fucking narrow minded that they don't have a fucking broad picture. That's where Carney comes in. Hey, listen, I like I said, I didn't even vote him. I'm not a liberal, but I became very quickly when I started reading this guy's resume and listening to what he had to say. I'm like, oh, there's a broad picture here. We're so narrowly focused and just a bunch of dumpster fires that all we want to do is complain rather
Yeah.
than, hey, what can we do? How can we, like, fuck, man, everybody can complain. Do better.
Well, that's exactly it,
Do
bro.
fucking better.
See, I agree with you, man. Like, honestly, the only thing is like, I don't, where we differ is the Carney
He's been in for
situation.
1 year, and he's already. I just from what you can see, he's already made much bigger infrastructure moves than
Well, he's much
anybody.
better than Trudeau was, that's for sure, dude. But the thing is that,
And I don't want to come off as a dick rider, but it, everything he's saying, and again, I didn't even vote for the guy,
no.
but now I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. That'll be neat. My grandkids will be better off. Like
See, I
he's,
think honestly, bro, where he's at, where a lot of Canadians might kind of start to pay attention to is, dude, he's in a similar boat to me as Trump, man. He
mhm.
really is. Runs in the same kind of circle.
He's the
Doesn't really
most
give a shit.
conservative liberal ever.
Well, no, somewhat, dude, but it's all bullshit anyway, dude. He's one of
Yeah.
those people that, like, in the same way that a lot of people thought they could see through Trump,
Hmm.
but then you realize that Trump really is the person he's saying he is.
Hmm.
See, Carney, it's a completely different thing. Carney just flip flops to wherever it
Yeah, he's
matters at the
whatever he's
time.
at.
Yeah, he's a real politician. He don't really give two shits.
Yeah.
And I know he's brand new, sort of into politics, but the thing is where you look at everywhere he is, he's just kind of the perfect example as to how
Mm.
we could become the next
Yeah.
Venezuela, dude. Is he's that guy who's going to make
I
us
don't
that?
think it would be, but it would be interesting to see.
Oh, he'll be the guy.
I mean, it
that'll
would be
sell us
interesting
out.
to see. I don't mean like that.
No, I know what you mean.
It'd be.
See, I just think the funny thing is anymore. Like, I did not think in any way we were going to talk about
I was gonna say,
politics.
I
this
feel like
morning.
we're just spinning now out of control. What do we hit next?
Well, all I'll say is, dude, I do think that it's funny that literally the way that things go now in Canada and everywhere to where it becomes something that we kind of focus on, to where no one cared about
Hmm.
politics like 10 years ago.
Hmm.
And I swear, even if you ask most people our age, they don't pay anything.
The only time I paid attention was one dude, and I think the one dude would have changed the world. That was Jack Layton.
Bro, fucking RIP to that fucking
Yeah,
legend,
I
dude.
really like that dude.
I love the shit out of that guy. Honestly, dude, I met him once.
You did.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
awesome.
that was one. That would be a dream, dude.
Met him once, literally, dude, when he came to the University of Windsor, and it was like literally, dude, he was going around and like, cause he was huge into trying to get like tuition to be cheaper, trying to,
Hmm.
and like literally, dude, was like the way that you wanted a politician to be, someone who actually gave a shit about the people.
Yeah.
The thing that was sick as hell, man, was like our band, we were playing in Windsor that night at the Chubby Pickle, and I met him at the university because he was doing like a rally. And dude, he showed up to the gig and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, came to the
He's
bar and
He's
just
such a dope dude.
shaking hands, doing things like, dude, for a and I mean, he was just a real dude.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? He was an awesome guy, man. I agree with you, dude. He was the last politician that in any way I sort of trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah, it's too bad we ain't got any of them. Yeah.
We're all fucked.
Dude, unless we become politicians. What's up?
You
Bro.
wanna do it?
As funny as it sounds to most Canadians that don't pay attention to this shit, because me and my buddy Sean have talked about it, and we already went down the paperwork process of figuring this out. It's not even difficult. You can start your own political party in Canada real easy.
I was like,
Dude, it's pretty hilarious. I've literally thought about it for so many years, man, getting into politics. Like when
just
Sean
start
and I
around
were,
here. We'll run wards.
bro, like the thing is to me is that like if there's not enough people our age who are willing to step up and even attempt it, and even to step up and say, hey man, fuck the way the world's going right now. If we want things to be different for our kids and we want things to be the way it should be, and if we want to be able to have somewhere that we live that we're actually happy about, if you're not willing to step in, then shut the fuck up. Is my honest opinion.
Mhm.
It's either shut the fuck up and learn to avoid it or step up and do something to change it.
I've kind of been in that area.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up because I don't know enough. I wish I knew enough about economics and.
Yeah, dude,
No.
like I'm not going to pretend I'm the smartest guy in the world.
I wish because I would
Yeah.
100% like to see some change.
Yeah.
But like honestly, fuck man, I think
Bro,
I think that's just a pipe dream.
yeah, I hear you. But at the same time, how funny would it be if we actually ran in the next election? Just throwing it out there, dude.
Could you imagine
I will
the
straight up
most?
do it.
We just literally had the most bipolar, opposite opinions, and then we run together.
Bro, that was literally what. So that was literally what me and Sean wanted to do. Was we literally wanted to start a party, kind of mess with the whole system. It's the most punk rock, random idea, but to where we would both run as the party leader,
Yeah.
as the idea that it's ridiculous that there's even a party leader.
Yeah.
Because what is the point when
Yeah.
like it makes no sense, and that we were going to go together and do it, and that we were going to try to run together. And that we were going, the whole idea was to not change anything about the way that we are in regular everyday life.
Yeah.
Be exactly who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Don't censor yourself.
Yeah.
Don't do all these things to panhandle who you are. Be as honest as you can be with the people, as straightforward as you can be.
Yeah.
And be vulnerable if you don't know something.
Yeah.
Do whatever, but be as straightforward about actually wanting to make change and see what happens. And like the crazy part was, dude, all you need is to get enough signatures before the election. And we did. But then we just were like, there's no chance in hell anyone's voting us in.
Like for the prime minister?
Yeah. Dude, well, first you gotta, so the way we were gonna do it, we were gonna try to go right away. Because starting a political party, all you have to do is win your riding. And then you can, well, dude, we only needed one person to win a riding. So it was like me or Sean. We attempt to win here. And then we could be prime minister if we got enough votes. Nobody was going to do that. But would do that. Just saying. I would get into politics. I don't get too fussed.
Let's go run for awards.
Dude, I would be down.
I run for awards.
I would.
I start to learn the ins and the outs of it. I mean, I've been listening to a couple of the donkeys online who are talking shit in Chatham.
Yeah.
It could turn really bad if
I
any
think it
of
would
them.
be hilarious, dude. I really do, man. Because like, I feel like there's not enough people like you were saying before, man. If you're not gonna, complaining about everything all the time, to me, it just makes me laugh. Like, why complain if you're not gonna do it?
I literally just called somebody out. I was like, "What are you gonna do to make the change?" And like everybody piped up, but nobody had any.
No, that's where they literally have no answer.
They
all
had
the time.
dog shit coming.
See, that's the thing. It's like the same thing with like the Venezuela bullshit. Is like everyone that's like, I can't believe he did that, but then the whole time Trump's like, "What are you gonna do?
Huh.
Welcome."
And
that, bro, I applaud the shit out of
that. I will not, but
no, I'm not saying I applaud Venezuela.
Yeah.
No, dude, I don't applaud taking anybody's rights from anybody unless they did something.
Yeah, I mean,
and like, so, dude, this is the thing I think is crazy is if he could have went in and just stole the president.
Yeah,
sure. Did you really have to go and bomb the shit out of innocent people? No,
that's the shitty part.
That's the shitty part of all.
And that's why I can't wrap my head.
And like,
listen, man. You
tell me when you got some SEAL Team 6 bullshit going on. You know what I mean? You want me to believe that, like, your SEAL team was able to locate
what the next
Osama bin Laden and catch him in a cave, and you can't just go steal the president.
I'm very interested to see what happens in the next month.
Especially for how happy he looked, too, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, listen, do your thing, Gianni. Like,
I don't know, dude. It's kind of like every time that they catch a drug trafficker, and they're like, yeah, like any drug lord from Mexico, anything.
Who's the one that the president that they caught and then he pardoned? I was watching that interview, and he was like up on a bunch of drug charges, and then they do it to the Venezuelan president, and it was like the exact same situation. Oh wow, things were done much differently.
See, the only thing I think where he like at least where I got to applaud somewhat of going after the Venezuelan government, not the people, is the fact that like, so when he like identified all the people that were coming into the U.S. during the Biden administration, how many violent criminals from Venezuela were like literally shipped from Venezuela and just kind of pushed into the U.S. Like rapists, murderers, like all of the jails were like sort of getting emptied across Venezuela, and they're like, here you go. And I'm like, dude, That part, hilarious.
That's so fucked up.
The part of taking the vengeance back, being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna steal your guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna take the guy that's in charge.
It doesn't sound like anybody really cared too much. I mean, like I said, that lady that
Yeah.
dedicated her thing, they were thinking, I don't know if they thought she would go in, but she's like, whatever that guy's name is, she's like, he's the president.
Yeah, dude. So hilarious.
Oh, what else, man?
Yeah, bro. I did not think we were gonna go on some political
I
shit, but
and I know nothing.
you know,
One person's gonna say it, they're gonna be like, "Well, that dumb motherfucker, Olive."
dude, I'm just throwing this out here right now that if you listen to this podcast, if you're one of our few listeners and you listen to this and you think those guys are morons, you're fucking correct.
Yeah, and
If
also,
you think that
if you
we're
want to
experts-
elect us for ward,
yeah, if you would like to elect an honest moron, we're right here. Dude, like, I'm down. I'm 100% down.
Ben
dude.
Lavney sees this and he'll interview us, get us out on the front
Bro.
bench.
Oh, I'm down. Dude, the thing is, it's crazy, is I don't have a problem getting in the trenches and
Well,
trying to deal with some shit.
So Ben, I love Ben.
Yeah.
You know, like another Trumpy. It's funny. All my friends, like literally, and Ben is just, he's so.
See, I like a little bit of everyone. I was a
Politically-
huge Bernie Sanders guy. I love Bernie.
Yeah.
Bernie, I just so much respect for. So, like, dude, like
Yeah, I like Bernie too.
I wish that like Bernie to me was like a Jack Layton.
Yeah.
But then just on certain things,
Just-
when he would say certain topics where you're like,
flat.
fuck. Yeah. Like,
But when I was talking to Ben, totally off topic,
yeah.
he was divided. Do you pay attention to Ben at all?
Yeah.
So Ben likes to fuck with people, and people are so fucking quick to just.
No, yeah.
So he was running Ward 6, I think.
Yeah.
And he's like, watch this, and he literally showed me. He's like, I'm gonna run, and because of people thought he was running for Ward 6
Yeah.
before the election comes, because you can't do that. It's
Yeah.
against law. And he's so clever. Like, people are literally saying, listen, you can't do that. And he was literally running Ward 6. He just showed a map of
Just
him
running.
He showed a map of him running. And he's like, hey, Dustin, if you want, you can run for Ward 5. Run for the. And I sat there. I was like,
Bro,
could you imagine?
that would be the funniest thing ever, dude.
Hey, that guy is clever.
That is pretty clever. That is actually hilarious.
He's so funny, man. The shit that he comes up with, and like everything's an inside joke in his head going into something. Like, he'll take things very seriously, but when he's on the ball, like he's fucking clever.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I appreciate him.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's going on in January?
Dude, honestly, this is like, I try to look at the new year differently every year as like I don't know. The one thing that I hate is like where so many people make all these New Year's resolutions and say they're going to change all these things. But I literally, dude, every single year look at, okay, what did I accomplish or do in the last year? What the hell can I do better?
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do better? And like, dude, for me, man, I got a lot of things I want to accomplish this year, man. And like, I want to just get after it, dude. So, it's kind of like we were sort of saying about the politics thing, but I feel like it's like it in all aspects of life. It's like, so if you're complaining that groceries are too high, what are you doing to earn an extra money? If you're complaining that, gas bills are too high, okay, cool. What are you doing to change that? What are you doing to change anything?
I literally, that's why I can't feel bad for people. Like, as a guy on disability, as a guy that has major mobility issues,
Yeah.
I find all these extra ways to make a few extra bucks to cover the grocery bill.
But see, that's the thing, dude, is you're willing to hustle. And that's the thing that I wish that more people understood, is that in North America right now, we have opportunities that so many other countries don't and so many other places don't. to make money, man, and to use the internet, to use things like that to
Mhm.
your advantage.
Mhm.
Like, sure, you might feel cringy, whatever, doing things, but at the same time, dude, shut the fuck
I
up.
was gonna say, fuck, who
For
gives a
anybody
fuck?
who sits there and says, like, yeah, like, dude, for anybody who thinks it's stupid that we do a podcast together, eat a fat dick.
Yeah,
Like, the thing
stroke
to
it
me,
first.
yeah, the thing is to me, dude, is that, like, honestly, bro, I just want to make, if I can't make the world better, broader, then why wouldn't you, like, I don't know. To me, I guess if you want to make the world better everywhere else, you got to make your own world better first.
Mhm.
And if like you don't take care of the way the things are in your own fucking home, in your own life, man, there's no chance in hell you're going to change anything anywhere else. So like to me, bro, I keep myself accountable like a motherfucker, dude.
100%.
And like I can say, dude, I was looking at like last year, I'm sure lots of people go through the same kind of crap where they're like, oh man, when I turn 40, I'm going to do all these things differently, all that kind of shit. And I told myself I was going to be in the best shape of my life. I was going to do all these things. And the thing that's funny is that truthfully, I did like a quarter of the things that I wanted to do last year.
Yeah.
And like most of it, dude, was just out of my own stupidity or laziness, if I am just honest about it, where
Yeah.
it's like I could have accomplished all these other things, but I chose not to.
Yeah.
I let other things get in the way. Well, that's the thing this year, dude. I'm not.
Did you get my challenge?
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
I think we should put that in.
Oh, bro, I 100%
I didn't have a
agree.
lot of people, but I had a few people that were interested. I'd be
Bro,
like,
I'm 100% down, dude.
I'm down. I love a good challenge.
Dude, that's the thing to me, man, is I
I've run
feel
that.
like if I'm not hustling after something, man, and I'm sure that there's got to be people out there that have never attempted to really do anything to better themselves because, dude, for a lot of years I was like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that once you get that first taste of, okay, you can do something
Mm-hmm.
to better your situation, then you're going to.
100%.
And like, I know that, yeah, some people are like, oh, I'm busy. I can't do all this shit. Well, like, trust me, you can fucking make time, man. There's not a single
You
thing.
can.
If you,
People got dog shit responses and excuses.
yeah, and that's fine, man. But that's why those
Do you
dog
think-
shit responses, those people will stay in the same position in life. And that's cool. But
Do
I'm
you
not
think-
about that, dude.
Yeah,
I'm about trying to fucking every year step my shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to eventually, dude, I want to chase after the things that I really want, dude. Like for me, every year I think closer and closer to, okay, dude, what do I want to do for retirement? What do I want to do for those sorts of things? Which sounds hilarious because I never thought I would think like that. But to me, it's like I look at, okay, how many more good years do you got? How many more good years do you want to have? And like that's one of the reasons that I really started looking at even trying to live my life more, more sober, do all those things, which is hilarious wearing a Miller High Life shirt. But at the same time, it's the truth, man. Like,
people, that's the thing between you and I,
yeah,
is our intention is always just to be funny first. Like, I literally am setting up like a podcast in front of a bar. Like,
yeah.
the intention is for humor, for this, for that.
Oh, dude, for sure.
And that's the thing. Both of us are like that, and that's why when you said like what you said earlier about yourself, yeah, you can make not shitty, they're funny joke. And if you were intentionally trying to be a cum dumpster, it'd be like, oh, that's not really funny, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell when someone's just being an asshole.
And that's when you can read between the lines.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, that shirt's fucking gold.
Dude, and honestly, this was my Christmas shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, well,
red and white with some fucking.
Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, bro. I will still occasionally have a beer and stuff like that. Like, the funny thing is where I used to be the guy who would wake up and like be excited when I knew I was going to get drunk that day. Which
You can
I
learn the
stopped
moderation.
yeah, bro.
I don't have it.
See, I used to never, dude, but it's discipline.
As soon as I even get some
See,
cough medicine, I'm like, ooh, you're about.
No, I get it, bro. I get it.
I'm
and
just
see,
terrible with it.
Yeah, but see, I find for me anymore, dude, I'm kind of in the same manner that like if I so having a beer or two is fine, but then I start to notice like if I do it more, then I'm like, oh, I start thinking like I should go grab a 12 pack on the way home from work. Or like, why?
Hmm.
It's a Tuesday.
Hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
It's those sorts of things where like I can easily slip back into being a moron.
Yeah, I can't do
And so
that.
like for me now, dude, that's where I'm kind of realizing for myself too, where I'm like, I don't have the same joy and things like that
My
anymore.
discipline is just don't do it.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I'm kind of going now, dude.
I
Truthfully, the best I've felt in my life, dude, was when I was doing when I've done 75
75.
hard 3 times and being completely sober. Well, okay, I was California sober at that point.
Yeah.
I smoked an insane amount of weed. So
Yeah.
like to claim I was sober was stupid because
Listen,
like if you even in any way like an average person smoked the amount of weed I did when I was claiming I was sober, you'd be on the floor like a moron.
people, I mean, I
But
got called out and I was like, well, I guess I'll just say California sober.
yeah, but that's
I,
the thing is, dude, for you, you're using marijuana in an actual way to help with pain. You're not like just sitting there getting plastered. We're not just passing a bong back and forth like I would have
mhm.
for no reason.
I just shit my pants if I would have tried to smoke a bong.
Yeah,
It's always funny to me, you guys smoking bongs.
dude, that was like my
I
all.
literally would cough a shit right out of me.
Dude, I'm not even exaggerating when I say there were days, man, where I'd probably have 100 bong rips in a day or more, like
I would
on a
choke.
regular.
My chest would hurt so bad.
Like, dude, there was like a legit 2 year span of me falling asleep every single night with a bong in my lap.
Your
And
wife was taking
yeah,
snaps.
yeah, dude. So it's like, but when I look at the new year now, dude, I plan on,
Let's hit that challenge.
yeah, bro,
Let's start that challenge.
I'm down.
Let's put it out there.
Hell yeah,
Did we make a social media page for
we
Fairly
will.
Civilized? We'll start it
Yeah,
there. We'll put it on ours. We'll share it.
hell yeah, dude.
Um, it's simple, man. Like
Well, that's the thing,
20 minutes
man.
a day. Like get some sort of cardio in. A walk, a run, a bike ride, row.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't have to be hard,
Like
man.
140 minutes a week.
Yeah, man, which to some people sounds insane, but that's not.
And the amount of change that you could get in just that 140
Oh,
minutes
dude, is
a
amazing.
week
Yeah.
will be wildly different. I mean,
It's the truth, man. And like, dude, honestly, I'm 100% down, man.
hmm,
I want to honestly, I even want to try to do some insane fitness things this year, man.
hmm.
Like, I really want to push myself, but I think you and I got to do some. Besides these challenge to get people into it, I feel like we should to try to get people to go along and try to do this journey with us.
No, no.
But I feel like going and attacking some big things this year,
I
man.
thought about doing a show.
That'd be sick, dude.
Oh,
No shit. You should, dude. I would, dude. But like, so I'm going to tell you, the only time you're going to get me in a banana hammock is for comedy purposes only.
I've waited my entire fucking life to be on TV in a banana hammock.
I feel like you have.
I went to Pottahawk in a banana hammock.
Bro, the last time I was in like any kind of banana hammock was literally, dude. So, well, you remember when
And I
Borat
won't even
first came out?
shave shit either. I'll
Oh,
just let
yeah.
Sasquatch territory.
Just glorious.
I've been shooting
Just an
testosterone for
just
3 years now. I am a fucking furry man. Like Jen's like, take care of business, bro.
that's amazing, dude. Where you're like rocking a mustache up top and downstairs.
I shaved the mustache off, so it's just a hook in there.
Oh, that's amazing.
And she's like, man, what kind of design is that? Because you tattooed the man,
Yeah, dude.
the stick man cutting the lawn there.
Fuck
So every
yeah.
once in a while, I'll put a strip across.
Nice. Keeping her classy. Keeping her classy. Dude, I would totally do that shit, but I don't know, man. Rocking the Speedo, the last time I wore anything like that was like, do you remember when Borat came out?
Yeah.
Okay, like so like when the original Borat movie came out and you would get a Borat bathing suit
Yeah.
with the DVD when you bought it.
Yeah.
Me and my old buddy Brent Kobe went and bought those when they first came out. We both had one. I had a lime green one. He had a neon pink one. And we literally, dude, went to Grand Bend just wearing that.
Yeah.
And dude, I wore it a whole weekend. Went to every bar, everything. Dude, went to restaurants, just walking around all day in that, dude.
I would not
Sticking
give a shit.
Coronas hanging out of the sides of them and
I was gonna
stuff.
say, I feel like I've seen a
Put-
picture of you in
Putting a
this.
pack of darts in it.
Yeah.
I was a dart smoking man back then, dude.
The
Just
only
having my
thing
darts
I gotta
hanging
worry
out.
about right now is the Addie and Kid, and like they got some rules now that they're a little bit old.
Yeah, where they're like, Dad, I don't want to see that.
Kids. He's like, man, my friends send me screenshots of your post, Dad, and there's a picture of Jen holding my nuts.
I don't even.
He's like, Dad, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, Dad, what are you doing?
I'm
Hey,
like,
dude, it could be worse.
she's holding me up, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That load got big on me, okay?
Yeah.
And I just needed a little extra
She's
support.
trying to help out.
She's fucking holding your little brothers
Yeah.
in her hand.
Exactly. You let your future stepmom hold me up. Don't even worry about that. Yeah, no shit, dude. I hear you.
It's
That'd be
so
the
funny.
funny thing, dude.
It
Is I
is funny.
swear, if I decided I was just gonna banana hammock it up, dude, my kids would just laugh.
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't even think twice about it.
I would totally do it. I mean, we could do in the summertime. We can do a banana hammock episode.
Oh, I would do that for sure.
I-
Dude, the only thing I don't feel like I could ever do a bodybuilding show. I don't feel like I have enough time in my life to put into it.
One of my very close friends
Yeah.
is in university right now in his third year, getting his degree in social work
Okay.
and doing Olympian
Okay.
and taking care of a grandmother. And man, this guy, it's a lot of work, but he really knows how to balance it all out.
Yeah.
And as a parent, do you have stuff in the house? Like,
Oh yeah, dude. I work out every day.
And that would be like,
Or I'll say I should. I 90% of the time work out every day.
and this guy would be cool to get on the podcast here.
Fuck yeah.
He's so brilliant. You and him would just you guys have the same views. He's a wonderful human,
Yeah.
and I just adore. But he'd be cool to talk to about that kind of stuff. He's
No
a
shit.
big back, bro.
See, I've had so many buddies that have done shit like that over the years, which I applaud the fuck out of, dude. For me, bro, I have
That 2
seen
weeks
it.
before the show, I couldn't do that.
I've seen so many dudes go both ways in it too, where like you go hard in the paint, becoming just rip, just diesel cock motherfucker, ready
Yeah.
for a show, and then
Just lose.
just trail after, and then you're like, I'm 5 times fatter than I ever was,
Yeah.
and now
The
I
maintenance.
just got big old titties.
the
and stuff.
maintenance afterwards.
Yeah, and like, dude, I don't. No matter what
I
I've
wouldn't
ever
want to
done,
go to that type of show. I would want to go to like just not the. I
see, I'm more like if I was gonna do
I want to just
anything.
be cut.
Oh, I get that, bro.
I
See, if
don't-
I was
I
gonna do
can't get
anything,
big.
I'm more attracted to getting to like, as fucked as it sounds, is like, see, I get you would want to work out to get like the biggest muscles you could and do that. I would rather be the guy that could run 100 miles.
Oh no! I don't want to be as big. I did that 2 summers ago. When I first got hurt.
Yeah.
And couldn't do what I was supposed to do. I got fucking.
Yeah, you
I-
get diesel cock
I
and
got
then you can't.
hyped. My chest was here. My arms are here, and I just looked in the mirror. I was like,
Yeah, you're like,
I
I
can't.
don't
pull
really
this off.
like what that
But
is.
I really would just love to be like in the mirror the other day. I could see the lines of my stomach. Like if I could chisel that a little bit more,
Oh, bro, I hear
chisel
ya.
this a little bit more, getting defined in my back. I would like to do. I don't know what show that is, but I would like to do that one where I just get so defined right through my legs and my.
I getcha. See, to me, dude, I would love to be more like where it's like do the physical ridiculous shit. Like my guys that I pay attention to, that I'm like that, like my ultimate to me, dude. I would love to be like Cam Hanes, like
Who dat?
bro. If you don't know, shout out to anyone who doesn't know who Cam Hanes is. You should pay attention to that motherfucker, man. Dude, he is literally one of the best bow hunters in the world.
One of the worst what?
Bow hunters, like bow and arrow
Okay.
hunting. But dude, his ability, and he's in his 50s, dude. And the guy runs ultra marathons. There's all of these insane workouts. Him and Goggins, like David Goggins, so many people know who David
Yeah.
Goggins are now. Dude, they'll literally, every time Ken Haynes is in Vegas, he'll just call Goggins at any point and be like, "What are you doing right now? You want to go for a run?" And they'll go run like 45 miles
Yeah.
for no reason and just go after it. Like Cam is one of the
Is it?
most intense, in shape dudes that's just ready to rock at all times. That's what I want to be, bro.
There's a kid. He's my trainer.
Yeah.
Like the guy who trains me at the Y. He's he'll do. He's training for an ultra right now, so 200 kilometers.
Yeah.
Like the other day, he was out like in this weather. He's running in Chad, no shirt on,
That's the way it should be,
50
yeah.
kilometers.
Yeah.
Like just like it's nothing. I think he was working up to doing 100 and
Dude, I'd be down, man. I'd be down only for the fact of how grueling and punishing it is.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like the harder the challenge is, the more I end up wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the same way as, like, you know, the addict mindset of doing everything else,
Mhm.
I love putting that into, like, fitness and stupid things.
Yeah, it's a blast, man.
Yeah, dude, that's like one of the ways like people would always say, like, especially too for like doing like the challenge like we want to do, and people saying like, you know, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to do that, dude. I literally lost